If you feel like you're going through the same thing over and over again, the same scenario, and you're like, why do I keep going through the same thing? It's because you haven't passed the test yet. That means that you haven't learned what you were supposed to get to the next level. You can't get to the next level without that information. So instead of going through those situations with the mindset of, oh, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? Why am I the person to do this? What did I do to deserve this? You have to ask yourself, what am I supposed to learn from this? How can I grow from this situation? What am I supposed to take from this that's supposed to help me get to the next level? Now that's the mindset that I have, right? You gotta have a growth mindset. So getting back to what I was saying is, if you constantly go through the same thing in your life, that just means that you haven't passed the test yet. You haven't taken what you're supposed to from that lesson to get you to the next level. So what you have to do is you have to identify and you have to acknowledge, like, yes, I'm going through this, but this is not the worst thing that's going to happen to me. And also, as long as I keep moving my feet, right, never give up, I'm always going to make it through it. I'm always going to progress. And that's one thing that I like to focus on in my life. None of us are perfect, right? None of us are perfect. And I don't like to say I'm a good person. I like to say I'm a growing person. And the reason for it is because we put too much pressure on being a good person or being a great person or being a perfect person. Nobody's perfect. You can try your whole life to be perfect. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you it's not going to happen, right? No matter how much time, how much effort you try to be perfect, you're not going to be perfect. But what you're going to learn in that whole process is you're going to grow yourself. You're going to be way better than you were before you started that, right? If you start something and you're not as good at it, do you like it? No, right? You learn to like it. Some of the things that we struggle with the most are some of the things that we fall in love with later on because you went through everything to get to that point, but at the same time, that struggling, it taught you something and how much your body's willing to endeavor before you give up. Because look at you, you're still here today. No matter what you've been through, you are still here today, right? Now there's a reason for that. Because there's a bigger purpose and there's a bigger picture for you guys here in your life. Now, if you stop what you're doing, you're not going to be able to get those rewards, get those benefits. Because in the end, everything that you're going through right now is worth it. And I'm not just telling you that just to say that. I'm telling you that from personal experience. I went through some of the most traumatic things in my life, but I'm here today to share that message with you guys because without me going through those things, I wouldn't be able to share my story with you guys.